Oh my gosh, Joel.
What?
When you wear jeans after them being in the wash and they're immediately quite restrictive and you're like, why have I done that to myself?
Yeah, and you sit down and you feel them creak into shape.
Yeah, oh, they're creaking. Nobody look at my jeans.
No, well, at least you're wearing like appropriate. I'm just like, it's so hot in the UK, so I'm just wearing shorts.
So cold in this hotel room.
But you know how hot I get.
Yeah, Right guys, this video is about the strangest thing an American has paid us to do, and I think what triggered this was Joel and I were having a little story time just with each other. We were just chatting and I was like, do you remember when da 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 da, and he was like, we should tell that story.
Yeah, and to mark this moment I'm wearing my famous Make Money Not Friends t-shirt that I bought in New Jersey, I believe.
Did you buy in New Jersey? Yeah, because then you wore it in the laundry.
Yeah, I wanted a really cool photo in the laundrette and I was trying to insert it.
Do they call it laundrette or laundromat?
What do they call it? Laundromat or something?
Dead when he does his like epic
I love
laundromat.
Yeah, if ever we're talking about like, oh, do they say that? I always like,
you do it, it's really funny.
Laundromat?
Like we're going to a bagel shop and he's like, cream cheese. And they just look at like, who is this
and then
fool?
Vice versa, if we're in a posh place we'll start doing like an Essex accent or something. We like dumb ourselves down. Not that people with Essex accents are dumb, but we will literally dumb ourselves down and be like, what's that? What's that?
Good save there.
Thank you.
Good save. I know. We just play up to like these two characters that we've created.
Yes.
Allegedly, don't sue us.
Fictional.
Fictional characters.
Yes. For legal reasons, everything we say is a joke. That should be our new tagline for everything.
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
It's a joke. Okay. Well, the next story is not a joke, but let's just call it a joke.
Yeah.
So I think Joel and I don't really know how this lady found us. I think it was through our YouTube videos. Well, actually, it was. Because how else would anyone find us?
Yes, true.
Joel and Lia, and she messaged us being like, oh, I've watched your videos all about accents, like they're so great. And then she told me her life story about how she had her son born in the UK and spent his first few years of his life in the UK, and then they moved over to America where her partner was from, blah blah blah. Long story short, I'm going to do that thing where they say long story short and then it's a long story. Yeah. Long story short, Joel, I mean, I'm sure you remember this.
Well, I remember, yeah, because it came into our joint inbox.
So both were like screenshotting the email, sending it to each other like, what is she asking?
Yeah.
She basically said, my son has got an English accent and it's starting to go. So he's starting to sound more American by the day, and I do not want this to happen. Yeah. Can I hire you and pay you to speak with him every week and maintain his British accent? Yeah.
And she was like, all it needs to be is like a Zoom session, not a Zoom didn't exist.
Skype at the day.
A Skype session to do these classes, read him some words, get him to pronounce them, repeat them to you, and I'll pay you. I think it was quite generous as well.
Yeah, it was quite
well
generous
paid.
fee.
My immediate reaction was, no thank you, not for me.
And Lia's immediate reaction was like, I'll take it for the brand. I took that one for the team, and that's absolutely fine. You know, Joel and I split our jobs apart anyway, so like that one, it was like, fine, she's found us through our joint platform, I will coach this kid. And I think at first, I don't know what I thought. I think I felt a little bit sorry for the kid, because I was like, this kid's got no idea.
No, he's so young.
Yeah, and like the call started with the parent, and she was like, he was just so likable at school, like all of his friends and like everyone in school made such a fuss about him. He was the British boy, you know, he was the popular one, and I don't know.
You think it's more about the parent than the child?
That's what it was.
Which
it was
is so
all
awkward
about
if she still watches, but I don't know if she does.
I'm really sorry if you're still watching. Like, this is years old, and I wait for years before telling stories. Most of the time, like with exes and stuff. I wait.
Yeah, you wait.
We have a cooling off period, and then it's free reign.
And honestly, we have so many stories we could tell, but it hasn't been enough years. It hasn't been enough years.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Few more years.
Oh my god.
And there's going to be some big exposing.
Yeah, there will be.
No, but honestly, I think what was weird about it was like, she'd start the class with me and she'd be like, well, what have you got planned for today? Like, it was a lesson agenda.
Oh my gosh, as if you were a teacher.
Yeah, I would go and put together a few words, and I'd try and focus on words that sound quite obviously British. Water. But
how funny, like forcing your child to have these lessons.
And the kid was so hyper. He didn't want to be there. He was just like, he just really didn't want to be there, and he was just like saying the words, and we'd do like 1, 2, 3, we'd do the alphabet, and then we'd do some words, and then I would try and encourage him to just have a conversation with me. And I'm not joking, this kid sounded American. Like, she sent me videos of him sounding British as proof, or I think she sent it as proof.
And were they good? Was it a good accent, or
well,
was it
just when
American?
he used to live in the UK, and he did sound a bit British, but he also did sound a bit American. Like, you could tell he was...
Because I think, if I remember correctly, these were American parents that had moved to the UK, had the child, and then moved back to the US, so he had American parents, is that right?
She was, they were both American, or, you're right.
They lived in the UK.
In my head, I think I said the mum was from one place, but they were, I remember her being American, because could you imagine a British person in hiring someone to be an accent coach for their native accent?
But it's just sad, because I think the child probably wants to fit in with his friends at that age, so you're probably like, I don't want to sound British, because I want to sound
like them.
Like them, yeah.
I'm in school, and like, you know what it's like when you're in school, it's all about survival and fitting in, and anyone who's different is not bullied often. It's not nice. Anyway, took the money and did the job, didn't I?
Yeah, so if any of you want British lessons from Leah, hit her up. She's £100 an hour.
No, I'm not, guys. It was not £100 an hour. If it was, I wouldn't be here. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, we did it for a while, quite a lot of sessions, and then it just fizzled out. I think neither of us initiated, like, when's the next lesson, when's this happening. Maybe the kid just turned around to his mum one day and said, I don't want to...
you, Mum.
I don't want to...
Screw you, Mum, you jerk.
Mum. I don't want to...
And she's like, no, you mean you stupid woman. Don't you mean you ghastly woman?
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Yeah.
The worst part about it was that, like, the kid would be there, the camera would be on the kid, but then you could just see, like, the mum's arm, like, she's just sitting there observing the whole lesson. You know, when you're like, I'm not asking to, like, take your kid out to the park and, like, leave me with your kid, but just let me do my job.
Do my job. But isn't this funny? This was when people would think that we were teachers, and because our channel was about teaching a bit more of, like, English sounding words, linguistics.
Yeah.
And people would be like, hi teacher, can you, and they would call us teacher. And I'm like, I'm not a teacher.
It still kills me, the odd DM you get where you go, dear teacher, and you're like, please make it. You've watched a video from like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not an English
teacher. I really am not qualified.
We can't even educate ourselves, let alone other people.
Like, you can ask for our opinions, and we can give our opinions. Yeah, and like,
we love our opinions.
Joel has done a linguistics degree, so he speaks a bit about linguistics from, I think, a qualified place.
Thank you.
Do you know what?
Yes.
Take that validation.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that's the thing. I probably would be qualified to do some of these things, like English lessons and stuff. It's just not my... I don't have any passion.
And the passion has to be there.
Teaching people, yeah. Like, teachers, and the best teachers are ones who literally are so passionate about educating a new generation.
Yeah.
I have none of that passion.
And that's what our channel's about, transparency.
Yeah.
So,
and it's fine, not everyone's meant to be a teacher. If everyone was meant to be a teacher, we'd all be teachers.
Yeah, and also, there's got to be enough students.
Yeah.
We can't all be teachers, can we?
No, because there isn't enough students to go around.
I mean, I suppose we can all teach something.
And what we can teach is sense of humour. No, we can teach
guys,
things.
do you mind if I just sit back?
No,
it's
let's
just
do it.
The jeans.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to sit back. And, okay, on this note of this video is like, you know, we titled it The Weirdest Thing, and the Strangest Thing Americans Ever Paid Us For.
Yeah.
I'm just now, my mind's starting to wonder what other things people have paid us for.
Yeah.
Maybe American...
The weirdest things we've done for money.
The weirdest things we've done for money.
Oh,
I mean, we've never sold feet pics. We've never done any of that.
No.
We've never done...
Everything's PG.
Everything's PG. I mean, do you remember when we had a joint Patreon and someone hired us just to teach their English?
So early on in the days of Joel Lia, years ago, we had a Patreon where the highest tier was like $20 a month, and for that we would do a one-on-one Skype call, just to have a chat, like to get to know you guys, you get to know us. So everyone that did it, and there's some great people, Technicon, shout out to you, you might recognise him from the comments below. But we met loads of you guys and had monthly chats with you and built relationships. I remember this one guy that we just naturally, of course, assumed that, again, he's another viewer that just wants to chat, and he wasn't. He was just like, he knew nothing about us.
He had found like maybe one video and then decided to become a Patreon. So for us it was weird, because the only people that had decided to become patrons were like, you know, fairly invested in both of us, and like, but it was just so strange because we were like, hey, so good to meet you, and he was just like, you know, sort of like cut to the chase, I just want to get on with my lesson. So it was this hilarious dynamic because we were obviously there as like the creators, and it was just like, there was nothing more earthing.
So all good. And wasn't there another one where he probably still watches, I have no idea what he's called, so I don't think so. It was a guy that I think worked at a university, and it wasn't
not tech.
He was on camera in his office. He was quite a bit older, but he was just grilling us about our job and how we earn money. And do you remember?
My god!
And it felt like we were being told off.
I remember that so vividly.
And he was like, "So tell me about what is this?" And we were like, "What's what?" And he's like, "What is this thing that you're doing?" And we were like,
Do you not watch our channel?
It was so weird.
And
it
then
was
he
so
was like,
uncomfortable.
so how much you charge for a sponsorship?
Yeah.
How much? And you're just like, we were on the spot. I actually remember that, and you know, I think that person still watches and still comments because I think I remember their name. I'm obviously not going to say it, but
say it to me. Do you think it was him?
It was him.
Was it?
Still get comments to this day that are quite triggering.
Well, like, I think he's a secret fan hater.
It's a fan hater. It's a fan hater watcher.
Explain what a fan hater is. That is our definition of a fan hater.
So it's basically someone that watches you, they hate you, but they keep watching you for whatever it's giving them. Whatever it's filling in their life, they just watch you to like dislike you. That is the strangest thing, because I honestly cannot watch. I mean, I'm the worst YouTuber anyway. I don't watch much YouTube, but imagine spending part of your day watching someone just to hate or just leave a triggering comment. Like, I just think if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't watch.
Yeah, just don't watch. Well, I think
self-sabotage.
They do say the line between love and hate is really thin, and I think it happens where we
you
can
love
see
me so much you hate me.
Yeah. Well, I think it's that journey, because I think with that example and some other people, they start out being lovely fans and they're like really nice and kind, they leave lovely comments, and then gradually they get more and more critical, not about good things. They're just like, that doesn't suit you, that t-shirt doesn't suit you, why are you doing that? And they become like, as if like they're a parent criticizing you.
It's cringe.
And then it topples into like just being a full-blown hater. You're clearly still obsessed with us because you still watch everything we do. Yeah. Yet you say you hate us, but I'm like, if you genuinely hated us, you just wouldn't watch.
Yeah, you just wouldn't.
You just wouldn't waste your time.
The same way you just block an ex, like just block and delete.
Yeah, it's so weird. So clearly we're doing something right. Keeping the world entertained.
Anyway, how has this got from figures people have paid us for to hate watchers?
Well, you know, we love tangents.
We love a tangent.
That is why.
Subscribe for tangents.
Subscribe for tangents. We
and
love
thighs.
that.
I feel like this angle is all about the thighs today. I'm really
thigh
sorry,
game
guys.
is strong.
I wanted to be more here, but it ended up going back there.
Right, well, guys, if you want extra videos a bit like this, then we do members-only videos, which for 99 cents per month, which is nothing, you can get access to these exclusive videos.
I mean, I like to call it bonus bitching.
Bonus bitching, yeah.
I just feel like the members-only chats have become like
things we never say publicly.
Cannot say on our public channel, but we're like, stick that on bonus bitching.
Put that on bonus bitching. They're private videos, only for members, so yeah.
And you can't share the link, so you know, it's not like you can get your friend to pay 99 cents and then you get the link. It doesn't work like that. So.
And it will get taken down if you share it anywhere else. So we'll get our legal team on it. We don't have a legal team.
We're gonna get our legal team.
We'll get legal on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we call you HR. Can I be legal?
Yeah, legals. Okay. I'm getting legals on that.
So whenever we've got things to do, Leah's HR, so I'm like, can HR pay us today?
Oh my gosh, I just remembered something really shady that I did to someone. Should I say it on here or should I say it on bonus bitching?
If you think it's
I'm going to say it on bonus
members.
bit, I'm not saying it.
So sign up.
It's something legal, and it's to do with someone in our YouTube industry. I know I've already told you the story, but I will tell you it again. We'll film it right now.
Tell me. Okay, well, subscribe, become a member. We love you guys. Bye.